Biodiversity. Biodiversity refers to the variety and abundance of living organisms living in a particular region. It has a magnitude that is beyond any limit. The exact number of species present at a global level is still ambiguous. The number may vary from 10 to 100 million and is a product of 4 billion years of evolution. The term biological diversity was used first by wildlife scientist and conservationist Raymond F. Desmond. In the year 1968, he wrote a book, A Different Kind of Country, advocating conservation. The term biological diversity was contracted to diversity. It was coined by W. G. Rosen in 1985. Biodiversity is not easy to quantify precisely, but various ecological indicators such as number of species in a given area are used to quantify different aspects of biodiversity. It is important for organism interaction, and each plays a role in the web of life. Biodiversity is very crucial for human survival. Although it is late, people now value biodiversity for many reasons. Human depends on other species for food, fiber, and medicine. Species are necessary for the functioning of ecosystem and the many benefits and services those ecosystems provide to humanity. Human derives enormous aesthetic pleasure from interacting with organisms. Extinction deprives us of opportunities to study and understand ecological and relationship among organisms. Number 4. In ways the, that cause the extinction of other species in a huge loss since those species have intrinsic value. Traditionally, three main levels of biodiversity are identified. First one is genetic diversity, second one is species biodiversity, and third one is ecosystem diversity. An additional level has been recently added, that is molecular diversity, ecosystem and biodiversity. The ecosystem processes are controlled by diversity and types of plant and animals and microbial species living within a community. Biodiversity boosts ecosystem productivity, where each species, no matter how small, has an important role to play. For example, a large number of plant species means a greater variety of crops. Greater species diversity ensures sustainability for all life forms. More sustainability means healthy ecosystem, or a healthy ecosystem can withstand and recover from disasters. At least 40% of the world's economy and 80% of the need of the poor are derived from biological resources. In addition, the researcher, the diversity of life, the great opportunity for medical discoveries, economic development, and adaptive responses to such new challenges as climate change. The conviction about life on Earth. Human modification to the living communities and collective biodiversity of the Earth can alter an ecosystem. The change in ecosystem will change the ecological functions. A healthy biodiversity provides a number of natural services for everyone that are vital to the well-being of human societies. Ecosystem services. First one is through soil formation and preservation of soil erosion. Second one is nutrients, recycling and storage. Third one is protection and conservation of water resources. Fourth one is pollutant breakdown and absorption. Fifth one is climate stability. Sixth one is maintenance of ecosystem. And seventh one is it provides biological resources such as food, medicine resources and drugs, food products, ornamental plants, breeding stock, population reservoirs, diversity in genes, and Seventh one is it has social benefits, research, education and monitoring, tourism, cultural values. There is long list of ecosystem services we got of for free. As an example, consider all the species of animals and organisms involved in simple field used in agriculture, as summarized from Wagner Siva, Stone's Harvest, Southeast 2000 pp 61 to 62 plots. First one is crops, byproducts, feed cattle. Second one is cattle feed the soil, not nourishing the crops. Third one is crops as well as yielding grains also provide straw. The straw provides organic matter and fodder. Crops are food source for humans and animals. Fourth is soil organisms also benefit from crops. Bacteria feed on the cellulose fibers to straw that farmer returns to the soil. Amoebas feed on bacteria, making the lignite fibers available for uptake by plants. Algae provide the organic matter and serve as natural nitrogen fixer. Fourth one is rodent that bore under the fields, erect the soil and improve its water holding capacity. Spiders, centipedes and insects grind organic matter from the soil and improve its water holding capacity. Spiders, centipedes and insects grind organic matter from the surface soil and leave behind enriched dropping. Earthworms contribute to soil fertility. They provide areas, drainage and maintain soil structure. The earthworm is like a natural tractor, fertilizer factory and dam combined. Industrial farming technique would deprive these derived species of food source and instead assault them with chemical destroying and rich biodiversity in the soil, and with it the basis for the renewal of the soil fertility. The available evidence have identified the following certainties concerning biodiversity and ecosystem functioning. Human impact on global diversity has been dramatic, resulting in losses in global biodiversity at all levels, from genes and species to the entire ecosystem. Second one is logic decline in biodiversity are even more dramatic than global declines, and beneficial effect of many organisms on local processes are lost before the species become globally extinct. Third one is many ecosystems processes are sensitive to declines in biodiversity. Fourth one is changes in the identity and abundance of species in an ecosystem can be as important as changes in biodiversity in influencing ecosystem process. Biodiversity in human health. Ecosystem biodiversity is the life support system for all life. In addition to that, it purifies air and fresh water, binds and detoxifies poisonous substance, break down wastes, and recycle nutrients on land and in the oceans, pollinates the crops and natural vegetation, make soil fertile and store carbon. Biodiversity support food security, dietary health and livelihood sustainability. Ecosystem provide the foundation of crop development and food security and promotes resistance and resilience to environmental stress including pests and disease of crops and livestock. Diets based on a diversity of food species promote health and can help to protect against the disease by addressing the problems of microsystem and vitamin deficiencies. Loss of agriculture biodiversity can therefore threaten health, livelihood sustainability and our further security of food and nutrients. Biodiversity provides important resource for medical research, study of wildlife autonomy, psychology, and physiology and biochemistry can lead to important developments in human medicine. Example of species of interest to medical science include bears, for example, in situ osteoporosis, cardiovascular disorder, renal disease and diabetes, SARC, including bears, SARC, osmoregulation and immunology, crabs, ophthalmology and molecular cells biology. Biodiversity provides important resource for traditional and modern medicine. Modern drugs from wild species including inter-alia painkiller, ziconotide from one snail toxin, cardiac drugs, lanosine from digitalis plant, treatment for biodiversity, exenatide from lizards. Biodiversity plays a role in the regulation and control of infectious disease. In recent years, outbreak of SARS, Ebola, avian influenza, and malaria have been attributed to human impact on biodiversity, the wildlife trade, or unsustainable land use changes. Biodiversity has social, cultural, and spiritual importance within the communities. An awareness of environmental values and respect for other species have been associated with reduced propensity towards antisocial behavior in children and young adults. An access to green spaces is associated with better health outcomes than in purely urban environment. Biodiversity and economics. In July 2010, it means 2010, the first global biodiversity symposium in London explored the role of biodiversity in business opportunity and risk. Industry is broadly interested in the judicious use of natural resources with operational profitability without adversely affecting biodiversity. Biodiversity is fundamental to economics. The G8 nations, together with the five major emerging economies China, India, South Africa, Brazil, and Mexico, use almost three-quarters of the Earth's biocapacity. An estimated 40% of the world is dependent on the biological product or process. Biodiversity and agriculture. About 80% of the human's food supply comes from just 20 kinds of plant. Human use at least 40,000 species for food, shelter and clothing. Crop diversity aids recovery when the dominant cultivator is attacked by a disease or predator. In the past, Irish potatoes blight of 1846 was due to plantation of two potatoes variety. 6,273 varieties were screened for the resistance to rice grassy stunt virus. Only one resistant Indian variety was selected and crossed with the other varieties. Monoculture was a contributing factor to several agricultural disasters. Bees provide enormous benefit for humankind and agriculture. It is primary species that fertilize food producing plant. The interdependence between bees, human and agriculture is very crucial as summarized by researchers. Humankind needs to act quickly to ensure the ancient pact between the flower and pollinators stay intact to safeguard our food supply and to protect our environment for generations to come. The efforts will ensure that bees continue to provide pollination and that our diets remain rich in fruit and vegetables we now take for granted. Dinah Cox Foster and Dennis Biodiversity and Sustainable Development. Sustainable development is a way of resource used to meet human needs while preserving the environment so that the resources are available for the generation to come. It is often described as development that meets the need of the present without compromising the ability of further generation to meet their own needs. Sustainable development has three constituent parts: environmental stability, economic sustainability, environmental sustainability, economic sustainability, and socio-political sustainability. There is an urgent need for developing a set of guiding principles for sustainable use of biological diversity. These principles should be adapted to different human societies and biomes and thus open to modification and improvement as per need. The through through an adaptive and ongoing process of this kind, it is possible to maximize the chances that use of biological biodiversity will be sustainable in the long term. It is necessary that civil society and governments understand that sustainable use is a prerequisite for the achievement of the broader goal of sustainable development. Threats to biodiversity. Habitat destruction. The tropical rainforest destruction is mainly due to habitat destruction. The causative factors responsible for habitat destruction are overpopulation. It is a condition where an organism's number exceeds the carrying capacity of its habitat. This term is used for human population. Overpopulation is the ratio of population to available sustainable resource. Deforestation. It is the removal of a forest and the land is used for other purposes. It leads to multiple environmental problems at atmospheric, hydrological, and soil level, which ultimately affect the biodiversity. It causes extinction of many species. Pollution. It is the entry of contaminants into the natural environment. These contaminants cause instability, disorder, and harm the ecosystem or living organisms. The different forms of pollution are air, littering, noise, soil, water, thermal, radioactive, and visual. Global warming or climate change. The effect of global climate change and its impact on biodiversity is discussed later in this chapter. Introduce an invasive species. Foreign species introduced from other areas often compete with the local species or their niche may overlap. This competition system results in loss of original or endemic species because the newcomers may outcompete the native species. Iceland are most susceptible to such invasion. At present, several countries have already imported many exotic species, particularly agriculture and ornamental plants that their own indigenous fauna and flora may be outnumbered. Genetic pollution. This term is used for uncontrolled gene flow into wild populations. This process alters the genetic pool. Endemic species can be threatened with extinction through the process of genetic pollution. Uncontrolled hybridization, genetic modification through genetic engineering and genetic swamping are the main factors responsible for genetic pollution. Some degrees of gene flow is normal adaptation, but hybridization with or without check or gene flow threaten or rare species existence. Overexploitation. It occurs where a resource is consumed at an unsustainable rate. This occurs on land in the form of overhunting, excessive logging, poor soil conservation in agriculture, and illegal wildlife trade. The international trade of endangered species is almost equivalent to drug trafficking. Climate change. Global warming is major factor in the loss of biodiversity. Climate change impact will be more significant in the coming decades. The ice in the Arctic region through the refreezes each year, but the pattern has changed. In the recent year, in terms of biodiversity, the ice-free summers in the Arctic oceans implies the loss of ocean life. Coral reefs will be almost in 20 to 40 years if the global warming continue at the current rate. Overpopulation. From 1950 to 2011, the world population has increased from 2.5 billion to 7 billion. Patents. Intellectual property rights (IPRs). The patent have become a matter to concern mega merger of multinational companies in monopolization of various life from the biological resource are becoming a major threat to biodiversity. WTO agreement on trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights was negotiated. Article 27.3b relates the provision of TRIPS to biodiversity. It envisages the protection of plant varieties either by parents or by effective sui generis, unique or of its own kind, system or by a combination thereof. The two main issues involved being the patenting of life from and protection of plant varieties. The patenting of life from form is related to biopiracy, that is, the stealing of resource and traditional knowledge from developing countries. A US patent on the use of turmeric for healing wounds is an example of biopiracy. The issue of IPR protection of the genetically engineered crops is also very important. The International Union for Protection of New Varieties of Plants (UPOV) held its first convention in 1961, which has been revised several times. In 1991 revision, the breeders who registers right over the varieties can claim full commercial control over the seed of or propagating materials of their protected varieties. To control the ownership over the diversity using the genetic engineering, terminator seed have been developed. Terminator technology generates infertile seeds. It forces the farm to purchase seed for every growing season. Hence, this technology offers an inbuilt protection without the need of patenting. This issue is a matter of concern for developing the countries. Monopolization of life and biological resources would adversely affect the development, food security, livelihood of farmers, and their environment. Such patents are also being opposed by the peoples on ethical and moral ground. Protection and restoration techniques. Biodiversity banking. It is the process by which the biodiversity loss can be reduced by placing monetary value on ecosystem services. Gene bank. Gene bank helps to preserve the genetic material of living organisms. Location species approaches are less useful for protecting the migratory species. Therefore, there is need to create wildlife reserves, national parks, and bioreserves. Legal status. Environmental law are complex. They involve treaties, conventions, statutes, regulations, and common law that operates to regulate the interaction of humanity and natural environment. There are two major areas for which law are enforced. One related to the pollution control and remediation, and second resource conservation and management. Pollution has no boundaries, making international law an important aspect of environmental law. Resource allocation, focusing on limited area of high potential biodiversity, promises a greater immediate return and areas that retain most of the original diversity, which was which does not require restoration. Biosphere reserves, national park, and biodiversity hotspots are the example of setting up of resource allocation. Biodiversity hotspots. The biodiversity geological region in the earth of the earth which are extremely diverse with a high proportion of the endemic species are the richest and most threatened reservoirs of plant and animals life on earth. Species are under severe threat due to habitat loss or climate change. The most remarkable places on earth are also the most threatened. The hotspot area of the remaining habitats recover only 2.3% of the earth's land surface. Each hotspot faces extreme threat and has already lost at least 70% of its original natural vegetation. Over 50% of the world's plant species and 42% of the terrestrial vertebrate species are endemic to the 34 biodiversity hotspots. About 25 sites worldwide are recognized as the biodiversity hotspot. The 34 main hotspots are in North and Central America, California Floristic Province, Caribbean Islands, Madrian Pine Oak Woodland, Mesoamerica. In South America, Atlantic Forest, Corridor Forest, Chilean Water Rainfall, Valdivian Forest, Tumbes, Cocos Magdalena, Tropical Andes. In Europe and Central Asia, Caucasus, Irano and Anatolian, Mediterranean basins, and mountain of Central Asia. In Africa, Cape Floristic region, coastal forest of Eastern Africa, Eastern Afro-Montane, dune forest of Wild Africa, Horn of Africa, Madagascar and Indian Ocean Islands, Maputo land, Pondo land, Albania, or succulent Caro. Asia Pacific region, Himalaya, Indo-Burma, Japan, East Malaysian Islands, mountains of Southwest China, New Caledonia, New Zealand, Philippines, Polynesia, Micronesia, Southwest Australia, Sudanland, Wallachia or Western Ghats and Sri Lanka. The hotspot provides us with the real measure of the conservation challenge. Unless we succeed in conserving this small fraction of land area will lose more than half of our natural heritage. Bioreserves (BR). The Man at Bioreserves (MAB) program initiated in 1972 is a broad-based ecological program aimed to improvement of the relationship between man and the environment. The approach emphasizes on research and training and seek scientific information to find solutions to problems in management and conservation. The concept of bioreserves were adopted under the Conservation of Biological Diversity (CBD) process on 29th December 1993. The CBD has two principal objectives, namely conservation and sustainable use of biological diversity, and the second one is fair and equitable sharing of benefits arising from its utilization. The biosphere reserves are special sites for both people and the nature. The reserve contains the genetic elements evolved over millions of years that hold the key to future adaptation and survival. These sites have global importance, having tremendous potential for future economic development. The biosphere reserves have been categorized into three main areas. Core area. These sites are dedicated to conservation. The core zone is kept absolutely undistributed. It secures legal protection, management and research activities to do that do not affect natural processes. It is kept free from all pressure. Buffer areas. It adjoins or surrounds the core zone and the activities here are managed in the way or that protect the core zone. The activities including the restoration and demonstration of sites for enhancing value addition to the resource. Activities such as recreation, tourism, fishing and grazing are limited. Transition areas. It is the outermost part of the bioreserves. This includes settlement, croplands, managed forests and areas for intensive recreation and other economic use characteristic of the region. In buffer and transition zone, manipulative micromanagement practices are used. Experimental research areas are used for understanding the ecosystem. Understanding of ecosystem helps to restore the ecology in a way that is returns to sustainable productivity. Characteristic of biosphere reserve. The main features are each reserve is a protected area and land and coastal environment. People living in these areas are an integral component of the system. They constitute a worldwide network. Each bioreserve includes the following categories. Bioreserves must represent any other natural biomes. These areas may contain unique features of landscape, ecosystem and genetic variations. Bioreserves have degraded ecosystems capable of being restored to natural conditions. Bioreserves have natural core area in combination with areas in which studies can be done. Function of bioreserves: to promote economic, cultural, social and ecological development at the local level, to develop the strategies for improvement and management of natural resources, to ensure the conservation of landscape, ecosystem, species and genetic variation, to encourage the traditional ways of resource uses. To understand the function of ecosystems, to monitoring the natural and human caused change, to provide support for research, monitoring, education and information exchange related to local, national and global issues for conservation and development. Development of community service in the management of natural resources. When the word biosphere is followed by a number or it refers to a specific system of numbers. Thus, Biosphere 1 is the planet Earth. Biosphere 2 is the laboratory in Arizona which contains 3.15 acres of closed ecosystem. Biosphere 3 is closed ecosystem at the Institute of Biophysics in Krasnoyarsk, Siberia. Biosphere J, CEEF closed ecology experiment facility is an experiment in Japan. Biosphere Reserve Indian scenario. Indian geographical location is marked by the mountain coastal lines, arid and semi-arid coupled with varied precipitation to constitute a rich landscape biodiversity. Indian consists of two realms. The Himalayan region represented by Palearctic realm and the rest of the subcontinent represented by Malayan realm. Five biomes: tropical humid forest, tropical dry or deciduous forest. Warm represents and semi-desert coniferous forest, alpine meadows. 10 biogeographic zones: Trans-Himalayan, Himalayan, Indian Desert, Semi-arid Western Ghat, Deccan Peninsula, Genetic Plains, Northeast India or Iceland coast. 25 biogeographical province. This diversity makes India as one of the mega diversity zones. One biosphere in each of the biogeographic province is the goal. India has created a network of protect areas in the form of 96 national parks, 510 wildlife sanctuaries, and 28 tiger reserves and 25 elephant reserves. There 550 tribal communities of 227 ethnic groups spread over 5,000 forest villages. National parks. In 1872, the world's first national park, Yellowstone National Park at Montana and Wyoming, was established. The national park system was originally composed of such large scenic areas in the west of Yellowstone, Grand Canyon, and Yosemite Valley. Today, the national park system has cultural and historical sites, battlefields, and historical importance buildings and towns. Then, the place of since wilderness. In 1969, the IUCN International Union for the Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources declared a park to be relatively large area with specific characteristics. A national park has one or more ecosystems. It is not exploited and occupied by humans. The plant and animal species, geomorphological sites, and habitats are of special scientific, educative, and recreative interest, or a natural landscape of great beauty. The highest competent authority of the country has taken a step to prevent or eliminate exploitation or occupation. Visitors are allowed to enter under a special condition for inspirational, educative, cultural, and recreative purpose. In 1971, clear and well-defined specifications for national park were further expanded. There are a minimum of 1,000 hectare zones are considered as national park. National park too have statutory legal protection, a budget and staff sufficient to provide the effective protection, prohibition of exploitation of natural resources, including the development of dams. Activities such as sports and fishing are allowed under the supervision of the management. Conservation of biodiversity. Although not formally a part of UNCED, the United Nations Conference of Environment and Development preparatory process, the Rio Summit, provided political impetus for completing the negotiation on the conservation of biological diversity (CBD). This was not the part of the formal UNCED process but was an important parallel outcome. The aim of CBD is to promote the conservation and sustainable use of biodiversity through commitment, promoting scientific and technological cooperation, establishing protected areas, eradicating alien species, respecting and maintaining the traditional knowledge and practices, and providing the financial resource. In January 2000, the Cartagena Biosafety Protocol was adopted to address the potential risks associated with cross-border trade and ancient release of living modified organisms. This protocol was ratified at the Johannesburg Summit 2002. Biodiversity and India. India is home to several well-known large mammals including the Asian elephant, Bengal tiger, Asiatic lion, leopard and Indian rhinoceros. There are a wide range of ecozones: desert, high mountains, highlands, tropical and temperature forests, swamplands, plain, grasslands, area surrounding rivers as well as archipelago. There are three biodiversity hotspots: the Western Ghats, the Eastern Himalayas, and the hilly region at India-Myanmar border. These hotspots have numerous endemic species. Since India is one of the 18 mega diverse countries, it is home of 7.6% of all mammalian, 12.6% of avian, and 6.2% of all reptilian. 4.4% of all amphibians, 11.7% of all fish, and 6% of all flowering plant species in the world. The protected area in India sum up to 92 national parks, 355 wildlife sanctuary and 28 tiger reserves, 15 biosphere reserves and 4 coral reefs, 34 mangrove forests, 19 zoos. Many national and international agencies are working for conservation of biodiversity, mainly protect tiger and protect elephant. India joined International Conservation of Biological Diversity in 1994. The objectives of convention are conservation of biological diversity, sustainable use of its component, and fair and equitable sharing of the benefit arising out of the utilization of genetic resource. A national policy and action strategy on biodiversity to consolidate the ongoing efforts of conservation and sustainable use of biological diversity, and to establish a policy and program regime for the purpose was released by the government on May 2000. To achieve this goal, Biodiversity Bill 2000 was passed in Parliament December 2002. This bill seeks to check the biopiracy, protect biological biodiversity and local growers through a three-tier structure of the central and state board and local committees. These will regulate access to plant and animal genetic resource and share the benefits. The proposed National Biodiversity Authority (NBA) will deal with all cases of access by foreigners. Its approval will be required before obtaining any intellectual property right on an invention based on biological resource from India or on its traditional knowledge. It will oppose such rights given in other countries. The NBA will enjoy the power of a civil court. In addition, the Center may issue a directive to any state if it feels that a naturally rich area is threatened by overuse, abuse or neglect. The upcoming event. The world is preparing to celebrate yet another milestone in 2012 through the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development (UNCSD), the 11th Conference of Parties meeting, Convention of Biological Diversity, the CBD COP11 will be held in October 2012. It is held as the most progressive multilateral environmental agreement, offering a unique opportunity to operate on the principles of sustainable development. Extinction in normal but the gravest part of both evolution and biodiversity crisis. It is irreversible. Species arise and die. However, the rate of extinction is alarming high, mainly due to human activities. Human caused a large environmental disruption that result in loss of biodiversity. Human impact has elevated the rate of extinction by at least 1,000 times of natural rate of extinction. Mass extinction of this magnitude has occurred 5 times in the history of our planet. The last brought and the end of the dinosaur age. Some of these disruptions are the clear cutting of forests and deposition of contaminated sediments in lake and oceans. Disruptions such as this land of through the fragmentation, degradation, and loss of habitat. Scientists predicate that as a result of human activities, area average temperature will increase by 2 degree to 5 degree Celsius in the near future. If the climate warms by only 2 to 5 degrees Celsius, some species will need to shift their ranges by as much as 500 to 800 kilometers within a single country. Some habitats such as alpine tundra could be eliminated as the forest extends up to the mountain slopes. Organisms that are able to disperse easily, such as to most birds, may be able to shift their ranges as rapidly as the climate changes, provided that appropriate habitats exist in the new areas. About 8,000 years ago, when in North America glaciers retreated, the range of some of the coniferous trees expanded northward. On the other hand, some earthworm species spread only or very slowly into the areas that had been covered by ice. If Earth's surface warms up, new climate will develop and some existing climates will disappear. The change of temperature will impact more to low elevation in the tropics. The adaptation to those climates may prove too difficult for many tropical organisms. Although these have been little change in the tropical region, the night temperature is slowly become warmer. During the warmer night, the trees use more of their energy reserves, which results in the reduction of about 20% in the average growth rate of a few tree species. In 1998, the highest sea surface temperature caused coral to lose their endosymbiotic dinoflagellate lattice in lattice and increase the mortality worldwide. To preserve biodiversity, there is an urgent need to protect area, restore habitat, and develop programs to increase the population of endangered species.